come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Watson on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalk.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they... To throw is Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Isaiah Wynn with a penalty, the former first-round pick back in 2018. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. Touchdown, Browns! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes down for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nickel set here on That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
You can't make this for
aggressive
that.
play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. It's kind of been floating him a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And they run with Harris off the option. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials. And he takes this one in. for the Browns score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores of ball behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, you're the offensive line. You're big concerned protecting your quarterback, gave him a chance to try to throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Touchdown!
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go and date myself one more time because I'm going to put a little Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's got his man, Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on first down. He gets this to Thornton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second and 4. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker towards the receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now it's sending them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On first down, Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Richards.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Watson looks to throw again. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Watson. Open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2nd down and inches. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson on 1st down. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. taking the give. Now Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, fielded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.